3 minutes. That is the entire margin your body has. Not 3 days, like water. Not 3 weeks, like food. 3 minutes without air, and it's over. And most of them, you won't even be awake for. Right now, you're trapped under a sheet of ice. The cold is about to try to kill you. And then, strangely, to save you. So let's stop the clock. 1 second at a time. 60 seconds ago, everything was fine. It's a gray winter afternoon. You're crossing a frozen lake. It's a shortcut you've walked a dozen times. Your friend is a little way behind you. The ice looked solid this morning. But near the far shore, a stream feeds in. Moving water keeps the ice thin there. You don't know that yet. You hear a sound like a gunshot. Then the world drops out from under you. The ice cracks. Then it's gone. You're under. The cold hits your chest like a truck. Your whole body screams at once. You look up. The hole you fell through is already sliding away. This is second one. No air left to breathe. The clock has started. Your body's first move almost kills you. Cold water triggers a violent gasp reflex. Your mouth wants to fly open. Underwater, that means inhaling a lungful of lake. You clamp down. You win barely. Your heart is slamming against your ribs. This is the cold shock response. It lasts under a minute. And it is a killer. Many cold water drownings happen in that first minute. Not from the cold itself. From that first involuntary gasp. If you survive it, something stranger takes over. 10 seconds. Your face is buried in freezing water. That flips an ancient switch. It's called the mammalian dive reflex. Every mammal has it. Seals have it. Whales have it. You have it. Your heart rate drops on purpose. Blood pulls back from your arms and legs. It pools around your heart and brain. Your body is already rationing oxygen. It knows what's coming. Freedivers spend years training this reflex. They teach the body to slow the heart even further. You never trained for this. But the reflex fires anyway. Here's the part people get wrong. You don't have an oxygen tank inside you. Your body stores barely a minute or two of it. So why aren't you desperate for oxygen yet? Because oxygen isn't what makes you gasp. That feeling comes from carbon dioxide. As it builds up, sensors in your brain fire. The urge to breathe is mostly a CO2 alarm, not an oxygen one. That difference is about to matter. 30 seconds. The burn in your chest is getting loud. Your diaphragm starts to spasm. It's trying to force a breath you can't take. You kick toward the light. But the ice is a ceiling now. Solid in every direction. You can see the sky through it. You just can't reach it. 1 minute. Now your oxygen is truly running low. Your brain is 2% of your body weight. It burns 20% of your oxygen. It is the hungriest organ you have. And it's the first to feel the shortage. Your vision starts to change. The edges turn gray. A tunnel begins to form. 90 seconds. The tunnel narrows. Color drains out of the world. Your thoughts slow to a crawl. The panic, strangely, starts to fade. This isn't peace. It's your brain running out of fuel. Starved of oxygen, your cells switch to a backup. It produces a fraction of the energy. And it leaves acid behind. Every second on that backup, the acid climbs. Your blood turns sour. Enzymes start to fail. Then, somewhere near 2 minutes, you black out. There's often no dramatic moment. The lights just go down. And here's the cruel part. Underwater, blackout can come with almost no warning. Freedivers even have a name for it. Shallow water blackout. 1 second you're conscious. The next, you're not. But unconscious is not dead. Not yet. Your heart is still beating, slow and faint. Your brain is running on its last reserves. Now the clock that really matters starts. Brain cells can survive a few minutes without oxygen. After that, they begin to die. Not all at once. Some regions are far more fragile than others. Your hippocampus, the memory center, is among the first to suffer. It's why survivors sometimes lose the moments right before. Inside each dying cell, the same thing unfolds. Tiny pumps keep the cell alive. They run on energy it no longer has. So they fail. Sodium floods in. Water follows it. The cell swells. Then neurons dump a flood of glutamate. In these amounts, it acts like a poison. It overexcites its neighbors until they burn out too. Scientists call it excitotoxicity. It is the brain damaging itself. 3 minutes. This is the edge. For most people, permanent damage begins around here. For minutes, 5 at the outside. But you are not most people today, because you fell into ice water. And that changes the whole equation. Cold is trying to kill you. But it is also buying you time. Every degree your body drops slows your metabolism. A colder brain needs less oxygen, so it can survive longer without it. This is the paradox of cold water drowning. The thing freezing you is also protecting you. In 1999, a Norwegian doctor proved exactly this. Her name was Bågenholm. She fell through ice while skiing. She was trapped underwater for 80 minutes. Her heart stopped completely. Her body temperature fell to 13.7 degrees Celsius. On paper, she was dead. Then doctors slowly rewarmed her body. Her heart restarted. It took more than a year to walk again. But she recovered. She still works as a doctor today. The cold that nearly killed her saved her brain. It gave rise to a grim saying in cold water medicine. Nobody is dead until they are warm and dead. So how long can a human really go without air? On land, the average person lasts a minute or two. Trained freedivers push far past that. In 2009, Stefan Mifsud held his breath for 11 minutes. 35 seconds, on nothing but air. In 2021, Budimir Sobat reached over 24 minutes. But read the fine print first. He breathed pure oxygen for minutes beforehand, to load up. On normal air, no one is doing that. Your body simply doesn't carry that kind of reserve. And then there's the last twist. The one nobody expects. Rescue. When oxygen floods back into starved tissue, it doesn't only heal. It can trigger a second wave of damage. The sudden return sparks a burst of harmful molecules. Doctors call it reperfusion injury. Getting saved becomes its own kind of danger. It's why slow, careful rewarming matters so much. Faster is not always safer. Back at the lake, your friend is screaming your name, reaching through the broken ice. Whether you wake up depends on things you can't control now. The temperature of the water, how fast they pull you out, how far your body managed to slow itself down. Even on shore, the first minutes decide everything. CPR pushes a trickle of oxygen to your brain. It buys time, but it is a stopgap, not a cure. You've probably heard the rule of threes. 3 minutes without air. 3 days without water. 3 weeks without food. Air is the one with no margin. No reserve tank. No slow decline. Just seconds, and then a door swinging shut. Water and food give you days to fight. Sleep gives you a little longer than that. Oxygen gives you almost nothing at all. It is the first limit your body ever learned. And the one it can never forget. The other 3 are already on this channel.